Yesterday, China dropped an AI coder that just beat Cursor and Claude. The stock surged 34% in one day. American developers are already switching. And I need to show you why this matters. GLM 5 launched 24 hours ago. 745 billion parameters. 44 billion active. It matches Claude Opus 4.5 on coding benchmarks and beats Gemini 3 Pro. And here is the insane part. It is completely open source. Free. Download it right now. But before you download it, you need to understand what just happened. Because this is not just another AI model. This is China declaring war on American AI companies. And the battleground is coding. The one thing American developers thought they had locked down. Zhipu AI. That is the company behind this. They went public in Hong Kong last month. Raised $558 million. Tsinghua University spin-off. And they just pulled off something that shocked everyone. They trained GLM 5 entirely on Chinese chips. No NVIDIA. No American hardware. That means the US chip export ban? Useless. China just proved they don't need American GPUs to build frontier AI models. They use Huawei Ascend chips. More threads. Cambricon. Conlangsin. All domestic. And they built a model that rivals GPT-4o. Now let's talk about what GLM 5 can actually do. First, coding. This is where it destroys the competition. Zhipu says it approaches Claude Opus 4.5 on coding benchmarks. Which means it is better than Cursor. Better than GitHub Copilot. Better than most paid tools American developers use daily. But it is not just coding. GLM 5 is natively multimodal. Text, images, video, audio, code. All trained together from the beginning. Not bolted on like most models. And it has a 745 billion parameter mixture of experts architecture. Only 44 billion activate per request. So it is fast and cheap to run. It also has agentic capabilities. Which means it can browse the web, execute code, use tools, and complete multi-step tasks autonomously. Just like Claude or GPT-5. Except it is free. And it is open source. Which means you can download it, modify it, fine-tune it, and build commercial products on top of it. And Zhipu is not hiding this. They raised their coding plan price by 30% this week because demand exploded. Their Hong Kong stock jumped from $280 to $402. 34% in one day. Investors know what is happening. American AI companies are losing ground. Now, there is also a mystery here. In early February, a model called Pony Alpha appeared on OpenRouter. Nobody knew who made it. But GitHub pull requests and benchmarks suggested it might be GLM 5 released early under a fake name. Stealth testing. Like a spy operation. So why does this matter to you? If you are a developer, you now have access to a frontier AI model for free. Number $20 per month Claude subscription. No expensive Cursor license. Download GLM 5. Run it locally. Or use their API. It is cheaper than American alternatives and in some cases better. If you are a business, this changes your AI strategy. Why pay OpenAI or Anthropic when you can use an open source model that performs just as well? You can fine-tune it on your data. Deploy it on your servers. No vendor lock-in. No API rate limits. Complete control. And if you are just someone who follows tech, this is the moment China officially caught up to the US in AI. Not close. Caught up. GLM5 matches GPT-4o, beats Gemini 3 Pro on some benchmarks. And it did this despite US chip export restrictions. That is a geopolitical earthquake. But there is a darker side to this. GLM5 is trained on data scraped from the Chinese internet. Which means it has different values, different biases, different censorship than American models. If developers worldwide start using GLM5 instead of ChatGPT, whose values shape the future of AI? There is also the national security angle. If American companies and governments use Chinese AI models, what data are they exposing? Can Beijing access it? These are questions the US government has not figured out yet. But developers are already downloading GLM5 by the thousands. Now, Zhipu is not the only Chinese company doing this. Last week, ByteDance dropped Sedans 2.0. Minimax released their latest model. This is a coordinated push before the Lunar New Year. China wants to dominate AI by the time everyone comes back from holiday. And they are succeeding. GLM5 also works with AI agents like OpenClaw. Which means it is not just a coding assistant. It is an orchestration layer for complex workflows. You can build autonomous systems that research, code, test, and deploy without human intervention. That is the future Zhipu is betting on. The reaction from American AI companies has been quiet. OpenAI has not commented. Anthropic has not commented. Google has not commented. Because what can they say? Our models are better but you have to pay us? That is not a winning argument when the alternative is free and almost as good. There is also the developer community response. On Reddit, Hacker News, Twitter, developers are testing GLM5 and posting results. And the consensus is, it is legit. It actually works. It is not Chinese propaganda or fake benchmarks. This is a real competitor. Some people are saying this is the end of the American AI monopoly. Others are saying it is just the beginning of a two-tier AI world. Chinese models and American models. Both competing. Both improving. Both shaping different parts of the global internet. So what happens next? Well, OpenAI is rumored to be releasing GPT 5.2 soon. Google has Gemini 3 Ultra coming. Anthropic has Claude 4.5 Opus. And now Zhipu has GLM5. We are about to see the biggest AI model battle in history. All happening in Q1 2026. My prediction: by March, we will see at least 3 more major Chinese AI models. DeepSeek V4. Alibaba Qwen 4. Maybe something from Baidu. China is flooding the market with open-source alternatives while American companies stay close and expensive. And that strategy is working. For developers, my advice is test GLM5 now. Do not wait. See if it can replace your current tools. Download it. Run some benchmarks. Compare it to what you are paying for. Because if it is even 80% as good but completely free, that is a no-brainer switch. For businesses, start planning for a world where frontier AI is a commodity, not a moat. OpenAI's competitive advantage is shrinking. Anthropic's is shrinking. The only way they stay relevant is by innovating faster than China can copy. And right now, that is not happening. And for anyone who cares about the future of technology, this is a wake-up call. The US government's strategy of controlling AI through chip exports has failed. China built a frontier model without American chips. The technological Cold War just entered a new phase. And it is going to get messy. I'm going to be testing GLM5 extensively over the next few days. Coding challenges. Complex reasoning. Multimodal tasks. I want to see if it really matches the hype. And I will compare it directly to Cursor, Claude, and GPT-5. So if you want those results, subscribe now because this is moving fast. Alright, that is it. Let me know in the comments. Are you switching to GLM5? Do you trust Chinese AI models? Or are you sticking with American tools? Drop your thoughts below. And I will see you in the next one.